It's time for the talking to stop and the fight. Roman up against them. All the talking has been done. It's great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Big hooks upstairs. Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at Tony right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted it like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
He scores with the counter. That counter punch caught him clean. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Jab just missed with the left hand. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
A perfect counter lands. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They exchange punches. And miss with that jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Uppercut does not score. We wanted action, and they are delivering. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music? Get it started in round three. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That hook won't score. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Didn't land that jab. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punching. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't land the jab there. Good counter punch. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Beautiful counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. And down goes the ogre. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Let's see how... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
That jab misses. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Done with that counter shot. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Got him there. are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout.
You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. There's the bell for round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Will the referee step in? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter shot. I'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. That time counter shot. Nice counter punch. That left hook doesn't find its target. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Game plan. There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that jab. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it. They are going to surrender. No mas. So they will throw in the tap.